going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about defensive coverage and some of the issues that need to be resolved for future Maddens in order to make this a better football game. And these are things that need to be top of the priority list because coverage has been one of the biggest issues within Madden for a very long time. We'll see right here, we are running a cover 4, and we do not get defensive backs reacting to play a cover 4 here at all. You actually get guys crossing over, trying to do their matching thing, and it's just simply not working. This safety right here, this is a safety. This person should be deep into a blue zone right here, a quarter of the field, and this outside cornerback is also due for a deep blue zone to the outside quarter of the field. So we have a cover 4 situation where these guys should not be letting anything get over top of them. However, what they do is they do a couple of odd things. Number one, I don't really even know what this cornerback on the outside is doing. He's kind of drifting inside, almost as if he's looking to try to pick up number 81. He's certainly not covering a blue zone. He's certainly not a light blue zone, I should say, or a purple zone. And he's not covering a yellow zone either. So he's clearly in this blue zone because he also then turns and reacts to the throw over the top, as does the safety, who ends up drifting all the way across the field with this guy. I don't know what exactly he's doing either. So it looks like he's reacting to number 81, but then he kind of turns to shuffle for about one step. I guess he's thinking he's passing this guy off to the linebacker, so he then sprints over to the middle of the field, which again is absolutely bizarre for a player that's in a deep blue zone, then reacts once the ball is thrown to go over top and try to chase this guy down. I just really don't understand what the thought process is here with this coverage. It's not even a play action. It's not even like they could be faked out by anything. These 4 defensive backs have deep blue zones. It's a cover 4 situation. This guy's got a quarter of the field. This guy's got a quarter of the field. This guy's got a quarter of the field. And this cornerback has a quarter of the field deep over top. We're not trying to let anything behind us. You would think in a cover 4 situation, you generally wouldn't let anything behind you. However, that's exactly what happens on this play. Number 81 just streaks by 2 deep blue zones, breaks those zones, and the coverage is completely broken, and this almost goes for a touchdown, if not for the speed of the defensive backs to catch up and try to make a diving tackle there at the end and bring him down to the ground at around the 7-yard line. The point here of this video, though, and this I mean, honestly does not need to be a long video because this is an issue that everybody knows about, and it's been an issue for multiple years within Madden, for a decade, honestly, in Madden, is the coding of the defensive backs and telling the defensive backs what they're supposed to play. I understand they tried to do some things this year to make it more complicated and have some more variations on things this year, but honestly, it took a step backwards in terms of where we're at with coverages actually being effective. This year, I find that my defensive coverage is ineffective about 90% of the time, and that's against users and CPU quarterbacks. I mean, it's like my guys are out there just kind of taking up space and not really reacting to anything and not covering where they're supposed to be covering. As you guys can see, it's a complete oddity. I really cannot explain what these 2 defenders are doing on this side of the ball. I mean, they're not even tracking these wide receivers. It's absolutely bizarre. And actually, somebody here who is tracking a receiver is an inside linebacker who then bursts out to the outside to try to cover that flat. So, I mean, I don't know what his zone was either, because his first steps are backwards into a back pedal, and then he comes up to try to cover the flat. So it looks like he's trying to do some type of a matching concept there, but instead of going right to his assignment, he's trying to pass off that tight end for a step or two, which then leaves this guy wide open to the outside. So I kind of think I understand where they were going with like matching concepts and things like that this year, but I feel like more often than not, it results in more open receivers and blown coverages. It didn't actually help defensively, and I think the point was to help defensively. So there needs to be, and this again is just the major point of the video, there needs to be a substantial amount of work put into pass coverage working properly in future years. I honestly think they need to tear it down and build it up from the ground up. If that means bringing in a whole new rating system, if that means bringing in extra ratings, taking away ratings, I don't care what it takes. But as I've said in my other videos, this is the football game. Right now, this is the football game. You need to get it right. You need people to get this stuff fixed up so that the game is playing the way that it should be playing, which is at least a reflection of real life. I would not call this a reflection of real life at all. This happens 90% of the time. I would say if this happened maybe a half a percentage of the time, we would be looking at real life. But when this happens 90% of the time, this is not real life whatsoever. So, the point just remains, this needs to be like number one on the priority list in terms of gameplay, if not, at the very, very top. For me, this is something that has to be fixed in order to make Madden playable for future years. Otherwise, it's going to remain unplayable based on this issue. So, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you guys have issues with your coverages as bad as I do? I probably get it worse than other people. I'm probably doing something wrong. I don't play this game nonstop because I don't like the way that it plays. So I haven't figured out all the glitches and things that you have to do to make it play right. And to be honest with you, I don't want to take the time to figure that out because the game should play right to begin with. We shouldn't have to do 800 adjustments and 800 glitches and no specific money plays in order to get a fun football game. That's just my opinion. We can disagree, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Like I said, I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe. Have a good one.